Beautiful Blossoms, The Chosen Magical Girl and the Heir of Sakuria Sakai, a short story by Ava Steele. Walking home from school, Itsuki saw a black cat wandering through the bushes. Curiosity getting the better of her, she followed it. Through the hedges, she found herself laying eyes on the most magnificent willow tree she had ever seen. Whoa! Itsuki gasped, admiring the nature around her for a moment. Hey, it's you! She said as she took her focus away from the enchanting wood as she looked at the black cat she had saw before. I won't bite. Itsuki smiled softly at the scared cat with kindness in her eyes. Exploring this magical place, Itsuki noticed something behind the willow tree. She decided to take a look and found a beautiful white archway. As she walked closer, she had a strangely vague urge to walk through it. Getting closer and closer, she noticed the most intricate of details, and then slowly began to realize she was almost fully underneath it. Taking a deep breath and closing her eyes, she walked through the archway. It doesn't exactly feel that different. I guess I have to get home now, Itsuki said as she opened her eyes. Wait, what? As soon as she opened her eyes, she went completely white. She seemed to have been in another world. Completely shocked, Itsuki immediately started to scream. She had no idea where she was or how on earth she had managed to discover this place. Trying to calm herself down, Itsuki saw something in the faint distance. The black cat. Maybe it knew where this mysterious place was. Following it, she took in the beautiful landscape that surrounded her. The forest was filled with saga greens that accented the azure, deep blue sky perfectly. Itsuki eventually caught up with the black cat, kneeling down on its level. Hey, it's okay. She exhaled, trying to calm it down, whilst catching her breath as the cat's ears started lowering and its eyes widened, getting closer to her. As it sat on her lap, Itsuki stroked its neck. She was now near enough to tell what the cat's collar looked like. It was a deep royal blue color, with pure white lace carefully sewn around it, with a golden bell which had the name Komi engraved into the front of the bell. Komi! Itsuki smiled, reading it out as she held the cat, picking it up in both arms. However, it quickly jumped out. Thinking she startled Komi, Itsuki immediately followed it, apologizing. But to her surprise, Komi had brought her to a bustling market, much like the ones in her hometown. Komi had seemingly brought her to her owner, which Itsuki clumsily walked into. Oh, are you all right? The girl asked Itsuki with concern as she offered her hand to Itsuki, who was now completely on the floor. Yes, quite all right. She smiled softly as she began to brush herself off, accepting the girl's hand. What's your name? She asked with a gentle tone. Itsuki. She looked at her as her eyes sparkled. I'm Akari. The girl looked at Itsuki as her eyes glistened the same. Where am I? Itsuki exhaled as she snapped out of the enchanting state of love. You're a human. This is amazing. How are you here? Why are you here? Oh, did Komi bring you here? Akari beamed as her face lit up, picking Komi up. I don't know. I just walked into a portal, I think, and Itsuki spluttered. You're a magical girl, she gasped. A what? She questioned. Since the beginning of time, magical girls have been chosen from your world, paired with the first female heir of Sakuria Sekai. Together, they protect the universe and countless lives, she explained. As the ominous clouds loomed overhead, she felt an inexplicable surge of energy coursing through her veins. The world around her seemed to slow, and a kaleidoscope of colors danced before her eyes. With a deep breath, she closed her eyes and embraced the power welling up inside her. In an instant, a brilliant light erupted from her heart, radiating outward in all directions. Her ordinary attire began to shimmer and transform, as if touched by the very essence of magic itself. Her clothes took on a mesmerizing quality, adorned with intricate designs that seemed to represent the elements of floral assets. Golden tendrils of light wrapped around her body, leaving behind a trail of glittering stardust. She felt weightless and free as if floating among the stars. Her hair shimmered with ethereal pink hues of all shades, resembling a cascade of cherry blossoms caught in a gentle breeze. Her eyes glowed with newfound power, and as she opened them, they revealed a determination and wisdom beyond her years. A tiara adorned with a radiant gem materialized on her forehead, symbolizing her noble purpose as a guardian of hope. With a flourish of her hand, a magical staff appeared, emanating a soft, pulsating light. The staff represented her connection to the forces of love and light, and her commitment to preserving the balance of the world. "I am the light that will guide others through darkness," she proclaimed as the transformation reached its apex, her voice resonating with unwavering strength. "With the power of courage, I will protect the innocent and stand against all evil." Her transformation complete, she now stood as a symbol of hope and inspiration, ready to face the challenges that awaited her as a magical girl. With a heart full of compassion and a soul ablaze with magic, she knew she was destined for greatness. Her heart pounded in her chest, and a mix of excitement and apprehension washed over her. She blinked, hoping that the magical transformation she had just experienced was just a dream. But when she looked down at her hands, shimmering with a radiant light, she knew it was real. Trembling with wonder and uncertainty, the weight of this newfound responsibility settled on her shoulders, and she took a deep breath, trying to steady her nerves. As she gazed upon the dazzling outfit she now wore, adorned with intricate symbols and bright colors, she couldn't help but feel a surge of empowerment. A sense of purpose welled up inside her, replacing her initial doubts. "I have the power to protect others, to make a difference," she whispered to herself, her eyes shining with determination. "I won't let fear hold me back. I'll embrace this gift and use it for good." With newfound resolve, she raised her head and faced the challenges that awaited her as a magical girl. The journey ahead might be arduous, but she knew she wouldn't be alone. She had a newfound inner strength that would guide her through the darkest of times. Ready to embrace her destiny, she smiled as the wind gently tousled her hair, symbolizing the beginning of her extraordinary adventure as a magical girl. Her hair flowed freely in waves of pastel pink, adorned with shimmering hairpins shaped like sakura petals. In this dazzling pink outfit, she embodied the beauty and strength of the sakura, becoming a beacon of hope and courage as a magical girl. "You're beautiful. I mean," Akari smiled, blushing. "Thank you," Itsuki replied as her eyes darted around the room as her face reddened. "Are you ready to save the universe?" Akari asked confidently, giving Itsuki her hand. "Yes," she replied, taking her hand. As they stood hand in hand, their hearts intertwined both magically and romantically. They knew that together, they could face any challenge that came their way, forevermore.